A threatening, racially charged, and anti-Semitic message sent to the school newspaper at Walt Whitman High School has heightened the concerns at MCPS of further messaging as the first anniversary of the Hamas terrorist attack approaches next week. Mike, MCPS has modified its policies on school-based speech and political activity, but many organizations, like the Jewish Community Relations Council, is concerned that the policies do not go far enough. Is there something that we have to be concerned about?
I think there's a lot of things we have to be concerned about, but in particular, as we approach this anniversary, I'm pleased that MCPS has been proactive and tried to engage in this. I think the challenge is we live in an amazingly uncivil world right now, and I think people are willing to say and write even more than they've ever been willing to say and write and submit, and I think that that's really problematic. And to try to figure out how to get in front of that, because at one point there used to be at least some norms that you could kind of manage some bounds and try to structure some things around. And I don't think we have many of those anymore right now, especially as it comes to speech. And anti-Semitism has been with us for way too long. And to try to come up with a policy or a procedure that we're going to think is going to truly be able to address this and fully accommodate all of the things we need to, especially in a country that truly believes in freedom of speech, I think is going to be really hard. And so I think the fact that they're doing something and trying to stay vigilant is good. And I think it's probably still going to be insufficient.
So Mark, I'm really confounded by the fact that so much of this hate rhetoric comes, in the school system. MCPS spokesman said that, MCPS is committed to fostering a safe, inclusive, and supportive environment for all students. But it seems difficult when so much of the chatter out there comes into the school system itself.
Yes, well, and I put you put your finger on it. I think one of the challenges is the sort of legitimization of a debate over the existence of Israel as a state, and that's where this crossroads between political speech and what is anti-Semitic. If you say you don't believe Israel should exist and you want to see its destruction as a state, as some do, it really veers into an area that is deeply troubled.
But why is the focus on the schools? I know I know there are graffiti attacks at synagogues and there are other places, but so much of this is focused at the school level. Is that because the schools are a melting pot for our societies?
No, I think actually I was going to respond to that, which is I think there's a generational issue at play, and in a younger generational, the identity politics associated that has kind of seeped into the way the Middle East is looked at it ends up framing the debate in a way that is frankly foreign to people with as much gray hair as well, not you, Mike, but the Casey and I have.
Well, I have no hair, Mike. Mark, thank you. So, Mike, what are your thoughts?
No, I think, especially in Montgomery County, that because the schools are one of our more visible areas, I think that's part of why you see it there. We don't have a lot of things that everybody kind of pays attention to, and in Montgomery County, MCPS is among them. But I think Mark's onto something too. I think the fact that we have almost every country in the world represented in our school system, I think makes it a very challenging place, because you have perspectives and views that, quite honestly, just most places don't have other places. And so I think that creates a very interesting dynamic and a very difficult community to, I would say, police, but certainly even try to make sure that everyone is remaining civil.
So I guess the final question, because October 7th is next Monday, is the school system addressing this ahead of time and in an appropriate manner? It's kind of a yes or no question, I guess.
I think they are, and I think even though they are, I think something is still liable to happen, and I don't know that you can anticipate all of the challenges that you're liable to run into with this.
Yeah, Mark, do you agree?
I agree. I think there's a fundamental question that's kind of hard to address.